Hello everybody. Let's start off today talking about the color red. I put in my title, Red is Not Your Friend. Well, we all love red. We like to put red on our tools. And but here's a meaning of the color red. Red is the color of fire and blood. So it is associated with energy, war, danger, strength, power, determination, as well as passion, desire, and love. Red is a very emotionally intense color. It enhances human metabolism, actually increases your respiration rate, and raises your blood pressure. And of course, we all love to put red on our tools when we're restoring them. Really gives them a wonderful look, and I use it regularly. Sometimes, though, red is not your friend. I'll give you a little story. Show you a little bit about that today. Here's a nice Stanley Defiance knife that I've acquired recently. I've been wanting one for a while. And, of course, it was originally red. You can see some red left on there amongst the corrosion and rust and years of use on this tool. So I thought to myself, that would be a great tool to restore to its original red color. Well, here's what it looked like in a red color. I guess it did look a lot like the original, but just wasn't acceptable to me. It wasn't exactly the right red shade, but either way, that's solid red color on that tool. It just didn't do it for me. Maybe other people liked it. I guess Stanley liked it because they sold a world of them. But the solid red color really covered up the finish on this knife, which is really nice. One thing about the paint, you can always restore it or reverse it. That's why I've got a big bottle of paint remover. So here it is, finished nicely. You can see the nice finish on the knife with it's all steel and this sort of stipple finish on there. Really a nice light knife. I finished it, looked at it, studied it, set it aside, came back to it later, looked it over, and while I like the finish, while I think it's very nice, it just was something missing. It didn't quite do the job. So I went back and restored it to what I thought it might look like in a knife. Here, look, here's the knife. Left the surrounding areas all with that nice stippled metal finish. I know some people have taken it and smoothed it out and made it shiny and chrome looking, but in this case, I put a flat black, very flat black paint on it, so that the shinier areas will show better. Here's the back side with the Made in America. And of course, this knife came with a package of blades, brand new, wrapped in wax paper inside. So I took one of those new blades and put it in here. It enhances the knife. Actually, the finish on this knife is good. It sealed up quite nice. I don't know, I just kind of like the contrast of having the black and the silver together on the knife. So in this case, I guess the red wasn't my friend, didn't work out for me, and I do like what I've got now. Here's another item, Jorgensen clamp. They make beautiful clamps, heavy duty, well made. These things are many years old and rock solid. Work look like they did when they were new. I really like the whale tail, bat handles, get different names on them, and on the thumb screw to tighten the vise. Tighten the clamp. But this one was really dirty and discolored and stained and rusted. Needed quite a bit of work. So I set out to restore. First thing I did was give it a bath in our good old vinegar for a couple of days. Really let it soak because that finish was on there tight. And of course, after cleaning it and taking it out for a while, you know what you get. You get that surface rust if you don't have a finish on it right away. So I had to go back and give it a good wire brushing. Wire brushing is our solution for the rust, or for that finish. Now here it is post wire brushing. You can really make out the name now. The Jorgensen. Malleable, made in USA in fine print on there. This signature they put on all their clamps. Looks nice. I like the finish on it. It's the natural finish, but I decided to take it up a level and go with the red. Clamps tend to look really nice with the red color. So here's what happened. And here it is in the red color. I learned something from this one. When you have a rough finish, which this one is, it isn't a smooth finish. It's a rough finish, and it was pitted and worn. When you put a bright, glossy color on it, like this bright, glossy red, it just brings out all the imperfections, makes them really stand out where you're trying to cover up a lot of the imperfections. They're not all perfect. You know, I outlined the Jorgensen or colored the Jorgensen white using a fine brush, which took a lot of time. But I just didn't like the result. Just was not the right item. So as our mentor, Scoutcrafter, likes to say, here's my favorite part, and it really is. Here's the original, and here's the restoration. So I decided to take and put together two things that I like. First, the natural finish that I first used, and then I did the highlighting in red. Got some red on here, but the overwhelming color red all the way over through just didn't work. With this one, because of the finish and the pitting and the age on it, just bring out some of that natural beauty. So wire brushed, cleaned well, got the red lettering, and there's a nice compromise. Red is our friend in this case, but not like it was with the overwhelming red top to bottom. So here's our restorations for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed bringing them to you. See you in the next one.